once again to our program Made in Brazil Farm Tour Edition. It's so nice having you all here, mainly because this program is an opportunity to visit online the farms and the members of the Brazilian cattle, getting to know all the news we have out there in the market. It's a great opportunity that you can't miss every day here at Exposibo. We will get to know as well emotional stories of a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and love to livestock. Do not miss it. It will be amazing having you here once again. Another important thing is to say, as we are during a pandemic moment, we are complying with all the rules established by the World Health Organization and also the rules determined by our local authorities. It is key to keep distancing and also ensure our safety and our health so that we can be together every day with you. After all, this is what we like the most, being able to share the news with you. Please join us not only today, but every day during the week. So we will see each other at the same time. And as usually, it's Exibu reaching you wherever you are in the world. It's a great pleasure having as a member of Brazilian Cattle, FASU, Faculdades Associadas de Uberaba, which graduates professionals from Brazil and several countries, especially focusing on husbandry, zootechny, and agronomy. And in our program, we're going to share with you tips and information, technical information daily. This will be the FASU Minute. Do not miss it. So, when we talk about selection, genetic improvement, one of the most important elements is to work with functionality. We have a ranch in Brazil that takes this criteria into account. Now, let's invite Cláudio. He will bring us information about Naviraí agro livestock. Hello, Claudinho, how are you? It's so nice to have you here in our program Made in Brazil. Welcome. Hello, Isi, how are you? I wish everybody the best, and for us, it's always nice to be with you from Brazilian Cattle. This association that represents our zebu abroad. So, Naviraí has been 50 years in the market. Actually, I am the 5th generation of zebu breeder, right? So, in this meantime, we had several breeds within the selection of Naviraí, mainly Nelore, which was the pioneer breed, and we are still working with it. And today, we are focused more on Nelore, pulled Nelore, and Bremen. And we raised in the past Agir and Guzerá as well. That's great. So, tell us the selection work developed by Naviraí. We know that you work diligently. As I said, I am the 5th generation, and the greatest differential of Naviraí, my father, he has the brand F that comes from my grandfather and my uncle, and from my mother's side, I am the grandchild and the grandchild Vicente Rodrigues, which is the brand VL. So, my father has always been a breeder, and his great differential was that he was connected to animal productivity, not only the herd productivity, but also the farm productivity. He always believed that we had a gap to increase our productivity, the farm's productivity. In order to do so, we needed to encompass genetics and also management. So he was always focused on animal functionality, and he had a very good eye. He observed so much, and he was connected to the guys from university, genetic improvement, nutrition, pasture management, and as he always had this eye of a breeder, he was able to identify animals who behaved the best in production system, and he selected animals also that had low production within the system. So this was a differential of our ranch. So we have always produced and selected animals who are indeed more functional within the production system. That's really important because this helps in the ranches in Brazil and worldwide. So, please, Claudinho, share with us where are you present globally? We know that we have genetics Naviraí in some other countries. Yes, easy. Even to Canada, we have exported embryos. Throughout the program, we exported some embryos to Canada. So there is some genetics of ours in Canada, and I'm talking about Canada because it's a cold country. So there are other opportunities of breeds to Canada. We are also present in Costa Rica, Paraguay, Bolivia, and some Bremen might have come to Argentina, Central America, Mexico, Panama. I guess in the Americas we have many countries in which our genetics is present. We have a very good presence abroad and inside Brazil as well. Absolutely. Well, we are really pleased and flattered to have you as a member of the Brazilian Cattle Project, and I'd like to invite you to watch a little bit more of this history and the work you developed through the institutional video, okay? Let's watch it.
A história de uma genética. A história de uma vida inteira. Um rebanho moderno. Com renovação constante, gerações superiores, um rebanho moderado, de beleza racial e conformação, a consistência, o equilíbrio, a funcionalidade, a harmonia, touros na Viraí, a alma e o biotipo do Nelore moderno.
As I have said before, having a consistent herd with selection work that allows us to work with the herd differently in the future is extremely important, whether in our country or in your country. So, I'd like to congratulate Claudinho, the entire family, and the work they developed at Naviraí, which allows the animals and genetics to share such functionality and productivity in Brazil and other countries in the world. Congratulations, Claudinho. We wish you more success, and once more, thank you for being part of our project, Brazilian Cattle. Thank you, Isi. Congratulations to the work you were doing for us, for Brazil, and we are really proud of being part of such team. And Naviraí is always available to receive visitors so they can see our work, the technology we have employed within selection, and we have been always a pioneer when it comes to technology. So we are ready to receive everybody from abroad with our genetic variability that can be offered to several countries. So thank you all. Thank you, Claudinho. See you. Bye-bye. And that's it, guys. Well, many times selection is in the blood. It's in the DNA. And it's so nice to see cases like that in which people work, the entire family works with a history behind, with love, dedication, and they offer to the entire world the quality genetics as we have just heard and seen. So, we have a lot to offer you. The Brazilian livestock doesn't end here. We improve each day.
Olá, amigo pecuarista, tudo bem? Hoje vamos falar sobre um tema super importante, a cigarrinha das pastagens. Eu sou o Luan Dorice, biólogo e doutor em entomologia agrícola. A cigarrinha das pastagens ataca diversos estados brasileiros de importância para a pecuária. Essa cigarrinha tem um ciclo de vida bastante peculiar. Ela ocorre no Brasil nas épocas de chuvas, ou seja, de outubro até abril. Esse período corresponde a aproximadamente 3 a 4 gerações ao ano. O ciclo de vida da cigarrinha, então, pode ser encontrado desde fase de ovo, ninfa e adulto. A fase de ovo dura aproximadamente 3 a 5 dias, dependendo das condições ambientais. Já a ninfa pode durar de 20 a 30 dias, também atrelado às condições ambientais. E o adulto, aproximadamente 10 dias. E uma coisa bastante interessante é que o adulto, a fêmea adulta, pode colocar até 100 ovos e dessa forma gerar a próxima geração. E o que é interessante é que a ninfa abaixo do solo e o adulto acima das folhagens podem causar prejuízos, mas esses prejuízos são diferentes. A ninfa abaixo do solo compete com a planta por nutrientes, sugando continuamente a seiva. Dessa forma, a planta precisa gastar mais energia para conseguir se desenvolver. Já o adulto, ao se alimentar, ao sugar a seiva das plantas, acaba injetando uma toxina. E essa toxina tem como função não coagular a seiva, o que vai permitir a cigarrinha a sugar mais e mais seiva. Só que, ao sugar esse conteúdo, a cigarrinha ela também injeta algumas toxinas. E essas toxinas é o que causa o efeito de queimada na pastagem. Aí, meu amigo produtor, você deve estar se perguntando, como faço para controlar a cigarrinha? Não vou falar que é simples, porque é um manejo bem complexo, mas algumas ações podem ser feitas ali na nossa área. Primeira coisa seria então a seleção da cultivar que nós vamos utilizar. É uma cultivar tolerante? É uma cultivar resistente? O segundo passo, qual método de controle eu vou utilizar? Então eu posso utilizar tanto um controle químico, que por meio de produtos sintéticos eu consigo ter um controle rápido e eficaz, mas também tem uma terceira opção, que é o controle biológico. Esse controle biológico tem se destacado no comércio, devido à ação de micro-organismos, especificamente fungos, que vão controlar essa cigarrinha no campo. E o que é mais interessante é que as condições que a cigarrinha precisa para sobreviver são as mesmas que o fungo precisa. Dessa forma, além de controlar a sua cigarrinha naquele momento, o fungo pode permanecer na área por mais tempo. Dessa forma, tendo um controle duradouro. E provavelmente você deve se perguntar se igual o controle químico eu preciso tirar os meus animais do campo. E a resposta é não, porque o fungo ele não tem nenhuma toxicidade para os animais. Dessa forma, fazendo com que nós tenhamos uma pecuária mais sustentável.
And now it's time to let you know and to the entire world about the potential of the Cindy breed of Brazil. So in order to show you that, I'd like to invite one of the most traditional ranches of the breed in Brazil, Cindy Castilho. And we have here with us Adaldo Castilho. Hello, Adaldo. Welcome to our program, Made in Brazil. Hello, Isi. Good evening. Good evening, Brazil. Good evening to everyone who is watching us. It's a great honor to be here, Isi, and talk about the Cindy breed. That's great. I thank you. And I'd like to start asking you to let us know about the history of your ranch, the history that comes from your family and describes the
A
beautiful
raça
work you
Cindy,
have been
ela está presente
developing.
na família
The
desde
breed Sindhi is in
1936.
our family since
São animais que vieram da
1936. These
Índia
animals came from
e
India.
aí meu tio
And
Cito, irmão do meu
my
avô,
uncle
adquiriu esses
Sid
animais
acquired these
e
animals,
durante
and
muitos anos
during
ele
many
foi o
years he
único
was the
criador de
only
Sindhi no
breeder of
Brasil
Sindhi in
até
Brazil up
1952,
to
onde teve a
1952, where
segunda
we had the second
importação,
import
animais
of
que
these
vieram do
animals. So these
Paquistão.
animals came from
Quero deixar
Pakistan.
bem
I
claro
want to
que o
clarify
Sindhi é
that
uma raça
Sindhi is an
indiana
Indian
e não é
breed and
paquistanesa,
not
porque
breed from Pakistan,
a Índia
because the
dividiu
India
14 de agosto de
divided in August 14
1947 e a
of
raça Sindhi é uma raça
1947,
singular.
and
Então, esses
these
animais em
animals in
52, na
52
divisão, eles
in the
estavam na
division
região
they
Sindhi
were
toda
in
do
the
país.
region
E
of
aí
India.
teve a
So we had the
importação. E essa
import,
importação foi
and this
Felisberto
import
Camargo
was done by
e
Felisberto
esses
Camargo,
animais
and
ficaram
these
retidos na ilha
animals
de
were
Fernando de
held in the
Noronha
island
e aí
of
ele
Fernando de
transferiu
Noronha,
alguns
and some
animais para Exalc
animals
em
were transferred
Piracicaba.
to Exalc
E a
in
Exalc
Piracicaba.
fez uma
Exalc
parceria com o
made a
tio Cito
partnership with my
para
uncle
poder
Cito in order
multiplicar,
to
porque vieram
multiply
três
these animals,
vacas de um
because we had
touro,
three cows and one
o
bull,
Salar, a
Salar,
RS12,
RS12,
RS28 e
RS28, and
RS22.
RS22.
E aí
And then
morreu uma
one
vaca,
cow died,
a mais
the most
importante, aí
important
fizeram uma
one,
parceria
and
com
they
meu
made a
tio Cito
partnership with my uncle
com
Cito,
gado de
and it was the cattle
1930
from
e ficou
1930.
10 anos de
And
criação.
we
Portanto,
had
o
this for
gado da
10
primeira
years,
importação
breeding
com o
the
gado da
cattle from the
segunda lá
first import with the one from the
no
second
Sertãozinho.
import in
Depois,
Sertãozinho. Then,
10 anos dividindo,
10 years
o
later,
gado veio
the
para a
cattle
fazenda
came
Tabaju
to the
novamente.
farm
Então, a
once again.
história do
So the
Cindy,
history of
ela
Sinji,
tanto a primeira importação
both the
como a
first and the
segunda,
second
foi a
import,
união das duas
was
importações que
the
hoje
union of both
tem
imports
a raça no
that
Brasil. E
resulted
minha
in the breed
família
in Brazil.
foi a
And
que
my family was the
disseminou,
one
que
who
trabalhou no
disseminated the
melhoramento
breed, who
genético
worked on
e
genetic improvement,
levou o Cindy para
and
todas as partes
took
do Brasil.
Cindy to
O meu
all
pai,
regions of
Adalto
Brazil.
Castilho,
My father, Adalto
também
Castilho,
iniciou
he
quando ele
initiated when
casou,
he got
em
married in
58,
1958,
e também animais do meu
and
tio
also
Cito,
animals
e eu
from
fui
my uncle,
criado
and I was
vendo a
raised
raça
seeing and
na
watching this
família,
breed in
e
our
eles usavam
family.
no
And
início, porque
they were using
antigamente
it
aqui era
in the beginning
sertão,
because
então era
we
muita
had a
raça
very
que era
arid
muito
area,
rústica, dava
and
leite,
this cattle
trabalhava no
was
cigarro,
rustic
tirava a
because we
tora
had
do mato
milk.
e ela
The
era
cattle
muito
was
saudável, porque naquela
used to
época não
take
tinha
logs from the
mineral, não
forest, and the
tinha
cattle was very healthy.
muito
At that time,
vacinas,
we didn't have
vermífugo,
minerals,
e era uma raça que
vaccination,
resistia.
or
Então eu fui criado
anything, and this
vendo,
or vermicides, and this
acompanhando,
breed
e na
resisted.
morte do meu
And when
pai,
my father
eu
passed,
assumi o
I
comando
took over
em
in
2003,
2003, and
2005 a
in
BCZ
2005
convidou
ABCZ
para me levar um
invited
casal de
me to
bezerro
take
em
two
Uberaba,
calves
eu
to
levei o Irapuru e a
Beraba. I
Jangada,
took Irapuru
e
and
daí
Jangada,
em
and in
2006 a
2006
BCZ pediu para
ABCZ
voltar ao
asked
julgamento
me to
e eu levei
return for
30
judgment,
animais,
and
e
I
de lá
took
para
30
cá a
animals.
raça
And
só
from that time
cresceu,
onwards, the
porque eu venho
breed has been
trabalhando
growing,
nas
and I am
qualidades
working on
produtivas, eu tenho
its
submetido
productive
ela a
quality. I
todas
have
as
been
avaliações
submitting the breed
oficiais que a
to all
BCZ
the official
determina,
evaluations
e a
determined by
raça
a
tem
BCZ,
se mostrado
and the breed
muito bem,
has
tanto
doing
na
great
aptidão de
both for
carne como
meat
aptidão de
aptitude
leite,
and milk
porque eu faço o
aptitude.
controle
I do
leiteiro
the
oficial,
official milk control.
participo de
I
todos os
participate
torneios
in
da
all the
BCZ,
tournaments held by
inclusive torneio
ABCZ,
persistência,
inclusively the
e
persistence
faço
tournament.
o
And I do the
PMGZ,
PMGZ,
trabalho
PMGZ.
também
I also
ultrassonografia para medir
do
marmoreio,
ultrasound to check
realizo abate
marbling,
técnico, já
and
realizei
I
12
perform
abate técnicos
technical
para
slaughteries.
saber o
I've done
potencial de ganho de
12 to
peso e
see the
rendimento de
potential
carcaça.
of weight
Então
gain
hoje
and
a raça
carcass
Cindy
yield.
pertence
Today, the
à
breed
história da
Sinji
minha
belongs
vida,
to the
da minha
history
família,
of my
e
family, my
hoje
history,
também já
and
está
today
assim pertencendo a
it
muitas
belongs to
outras
several
famílias
other
que aderiram ao
families who
Cindy. Então,
started working with
essa é
Sinji.
um
So
resumo
this
da
is the
nossa história.
summary of our history. What an amazing history and beautiful history. And we know it is a history of love and a lot of production. That's why I'd like you to tell us a little bit, because I know that you use this breed also in some special breedings for production. So let us know about the results you are getting with the breed in this type of breedings. Well, in Cindy today, as it is an ancient breed, it has a high purity and it has their own productive traits. Everything we seek in genetic improvement involves fertility, maternity ability, and one thing that I believe it's really important in the breed is the age at first calving and also the calving interval, both very early. This in other breeds, they they want to breed with Cindy because there is an increase of productivity and fertility. So in a mating with Nelore, we are having economic gains for calves and also for cattle for slaughtering because I monitor and they eat less when they are confined. We have a better finishing and better yields. And in the females, they are very fertile and they give a lot of milk. So now they are using Synge at F1. Dr. Luciano from LG Consultancy has been indicating a lot. He has been developing an amazing work, placing Synge at F1 with all industrial breedings. And Synge has been standing out mainly the males we have been slaughtering with 16 months, 660 pounds, with 56 in terms of yield. And the females with 16 months, they are almost all pregnant. So Cindy is a tool that's being used very much in all the breedings. Sul using over Devon, Braford, Heifer. Argentina is been using it. The countries of America using it as well. Also Mexico. So there people are looking for this breed because they found out that Cindy is the last productive zebu to be explored, and it is bringing gains and also benefits to everybody. In addition to the traditional breeders that are doing genetics, they are reaching success, and those who are breeding and mating the animals are also being successful. So I'm very grateful to my family, to God, to ABCZ, who gave us the opportunity of the breed to return to Uberaba, and they provided the support to highlight the breed with the support of the press. And grateful for the Cindy, right? To be a great breed. All right, so now, Dalton, I'd like to invite you to watch the institutional video of your company to show to the entire world the potential of the breed. Let's go!
Legado que passa de 8 décadas dedicadas à seleção da raça Cindy. Gerações que aperfeiçoaram cada vez mais as qualidades natas do rebanho. O criatório Cindy Castilho exerce uma representatividade absoluta na raça, que vem se provando um verdadeiro oásis de qualidade. O trabalho de melhoramento que as fazendas reunidas Castilho desenvolve compreende uma variedade de critérios. Os animais passam por avaliações do PMGZ, corte e leite, PGP, ultrassonografia de carcaça, abates técnicos, desossa técnica e tipificação de carcaça. Os exemplares são sempre testados em concursos de leiteiros e pistas de julgamentos, provando sempre todo o potencial produtivo da raça, seja na carne ou no leite. Nos últimos anos, vários exemplares Cindy Castilho se tornaram referência, ganhando campeonatos e liderando concursos. Sobre as fêmeas, precisamos destacar algumas joias. Uma embaixadora jangada, matriz mais importante e funcional da raça. Paz, uma verdadeira máquina leiteira. produziu maior lactação da raça. Como feito inédito, está a 1.260 dias seguidos de produção, chegando a 21.800 quilos de leite. Babalu AJCF, reservada Grande Campeã Exposebu 2014, diferenciada em todos os aspectos. Damares AJCF, Grande Campeã Torneio de Leite da Exposebu 2018. Apenas FIV AJCF, Grande Campeã Exposebu 2013. Prata FIV da Estiva, doadora equilibrada, estruturada e de altíssima qualidade. A fazenda promove vendas constantes de animais, sêmen e embriões, além da utilização das mais eficientes ferramentas para avaliar e melhorar o rebanho. Aqui nas Fazendas Reunidas Castilho, um dos critérios mais importantes é o olho do dono. O entendimento e amor pelo Sindi faz com que a Dáudio seja parte fundamental do progresso do Sindi Castilho. Indivíduos férteis, precoces, rústicos, produtivos, raçudos. Isso tudo é o que vem sendo apresentado ao mercado, colaborando para a disseminação de informação e constatação das múltiplas qualidades do Sindi. Mais que um legado, uma missão. Fazendas Reunidas Castilho, um trabalho da nossa família para a sua.
I have to confess that when we talk about Zebu breeds and when we talk about productivity and genetic improvement, my heart beats strongly, and I'm sure yours as well, adults. So I'd like to congratulate your work, your family's work. We know that you have way more to conquer, and I'm sure you will. Congratulations. I wish you the best, and let's move on working with Cindy. All right,
Tá, joia.
Easy.
Muito
Thank you very
obrigado.
much. I
Fiquei
was
muito
really
feliz
glad to
aí
be
de
able
poder
to
participar
participate.
dessa
This is an
oportunidade da gente poder
opportunity to
falar
speak
sobre um
about
pouco
our
da história,
history and the
pouco das
productive
qualidades
qualities
produtivas do
of
Sindi.
Cindy. So
Para mim é sempre
this is
motivo de
a
muita
reason
satisfação,
of immense
muito orgulho e muita
satisfaction and
gratidão. Muito
gratitude.
obrigado
Thank
aí
you
a
all.
todos vocês, viu?
And
E obrigado às
thank
pessoas
for those who are
que estão
watching
nos
us as
assistindo
well.
também.
Absolutely, absolutely. This opportunity of bringing a little bit of this breed to the entire world. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye. That's it, guys. How is nice to see a breed occupying its space, showing its productive potential, and being one more option for the entire world, for the tropical world to produce with quality, sustainability, produce meat and milk so that we can feed our entire world. When we talk about pastures in Brazil, we always remember serious companies and professionals that we have in the market, mainly those who are part of our Brazilian cattle project. And in order to say more words about Gasparim, I would like to invite Henrique Orbilon. Henrique, welcome to our program, Made in Brazil Farm Tour. Hello, Isi. Good afternoon. Thank you for the invitation. We are here supporting the Brazilian agribusiness. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Well, a company that has so much success internationally. Tell us a little bit about your history. Gasparim is a young company. We are completing 49 years in the market in forage seeds this year. The company was founded in 1978 as a family company of Italian immigrants who arrived in Brazil some decades ago. And it's a bold company. It's a very professional company. It's a company that today passed through a transformational process. And now we are in the third generation, and we incorporated not only forage seeds Today, the company works with animal nutrition. It has been working for 20 years, exporting to the entire world forage seeds and also animal nutrition. And in the livestock, the company is pretty strong as well. Today, we have our own lab recognized by the Ministry of Agriculture. We have our plant of animal nutrition. In this plant, we have good manufacturing practices in place. We work with high quality professionals, people very qualified, both from Brazil and abroad. Today, the company operates in the entire Latin America. We also operate in the countries in the south of Africa and Turkey. With COVID, we stopped our expansion, but we have very bold targets to reach the Asian continent pretty soon. I hope that in little time we can continue expanding. Today, the company is one of the leaders of the market, both for quality and quantity. We have been working for some years in this export market. Within Brazil, the company is among the 3 or 4 leading companies, and I'd like to remind you that the company today works with a premium line, which is a coated seed that is treated with insecticides and fungicides to be used in the area of agriculture and livestock. We have a best homogeneity, we don't have issues or pest issues. That's amazing. It's so nice to hear that you kept working and you are still innovating and creating, even though we are passing through this pandemic moment. So, let us know a little bit more about the innovations and how you are negotiating now, how you are reaching your clients at this moment. Today, we needed to transform our team in Brazil and also the team abroad. It's been 1 year we haven't traveled, but thank God, due to the fact we are very solid in the market, we have know-how. Our clients, the buyers, believe very much in us, and today, through telephone and WhatsApp, we have been contacting them, and we have a team that makes me peaceful to work. Today, our staff, the equipment the company has, and I know that everything that leaves the company leaves with quality. And we also have the support from the dispatching companies to export, those from the Ministry of Agriculture in Brazil. And today the contact is being very smooth. We were a little bit afraid, but this year was a very successful year. We grew 30% easy. It's nuts, right? Over 30% in forage, and with some clients that provided us, like Brazilian cattle, especially in Paraguay and Bolivia, and we are really happy and we want to travel again and we want to be present in your fairs. That's great. We really hope that this will happen soon. But I'd like to take advantage from this moment to invite you to watch your institutional video, and I am sure it will bring way more information and news about the potential of Gasparim. Let's go?
Quando o meu marido começou a trabalhar aqui, começou com nada, né? Aí foi tocando, né? Arrumava dinheiro com alguém, pagava, começou sem nada, aí foi tocando.
Nós sempre tivemos uma esperança de crescer, mas não tanto quanto crescemos. Nós não imaginávamos que iríamos conquistar o que nós conquistamos até o momento.
É claro que na vida você traça metas, e essas metas você vai reavaliando de acordo com as possibilidades que vão surgindo, porque às vezes você pode traçar uma meta e dá certo ou não dá certo. Quando começou mesmo, eu não imaginava que o grupo ia ficar desse tamanho e com toda essa abrangência.
Since 1972, the Gasparim Group is committed to quality and to their clients' satisfaction. This focus made a dream shared by two brothers come true. and made the seeds company thrive and generate countless fruits, reflecting a story of evolution and achievements, and turning a family business into one of the largest Brazilian agribusiness groups. Celebrating the success is recognizing that many people made this achievement possible, that every challenge was overcome as a team, and that today we are a big family with members all around the country. The Gasparin family is growing, and with each new generation, the desire to overcome challenges is even bigger, always focusing on products and services with the highest standards. Sowing, producing, and offering quality all around Brazil and in the countries we export to is our way to give back for all the trust we received so far. And that is the commitment that our family has with you, our clients, to offer solutions that allow the harvest of positive outcomes. Greater than the satisfaction with our growth is the satisfaction of knowing that we do not grow by ourselves, and realizing that we help small and big producers to surpass their limits, and that together we go beyond. Our family's motivation is to have our group being part of their achievements. The future is always uncertain, but we know that every challenge will be conquered and every goal will be reached. Our grit never ends, and our dreams will always be possible. That's why our family never stops growing, which sets the beginning of a journey even more committed. Gasparin Group, we trust that.
When we work with quality and we trust in what we are doing, the results come. And even though we live in a pandemic moment, look how much you're able to achieve, and you are able to reach success. And we congratulate you. Thank you for relying on Brazilian cattle to be our partner, and congratulations to the entire Gasparin family for the work you have developed. Thank you, Isi. We are those who'd like to thank you, Brazilian Cattle, the guys from BCZ, for all the support they have been giving us. And we feel you are our friends. So, on behalf of the Gasparin family, we thank you. Thank you. I wish you the best of health. Bye bye. See you, Easy. That's so nice, guys, to have one more partner who is working with so much dedication and can offer to the entire world quality. And that's why they are overcoming challenges each day, and the world has recognized the products from Brazil. Guys, livestock cattle raising is an industry that has been growing each day, attracting interest from different investors. This is the case of Zebu Embryo. This is a hub of embryo production in Brazil, in Uberaba, with high technology, and they are one of the newest members of Brazilian Cattle. And to tell a little bit about their history, Plauton is here with us. Hello, Plaut, welcome. Hello, Isi. Thank you very much. How are you? Is everything okay? Great. With plenty of health. I hope you too. Yes, everything is fine. Great. Okay, Plauton. So now, let's tell everybody who is watching us a little bit of this history and your interest in creating Zebu Embryo. Isi. Zebu Embryo was an idea that resulted in the union of two companies, Fazendas Rio Negro and Fazenda Santana. We had this idea of creating Zebu Embryo in the farm Santana in Uberaba. It's a wonderful place. It is a farm certified internationally with the ISO 14000 for social and environment. And we decided to have this central for donors, to put our own donors from Rio Negro and our farm. So first we had Zebu breed and now we have others, but we put animals from third parties as well. Today we have over 100 animals of clients of ours, and these donors, these cows, are there as well. And our goal is to provide genetics for the national market and international market. Today, we are holding a embryo production permit, and we are taking care of all the protocols, the countries that have protocols like Brazil in order to export such genetics. We understand it is a long path, but we understand that the embryo is a product that, as for me, has a tripod: genetic, technology, and services, giving more focus on services because we want to know where the client will take this embryo, where this embryo is going to be applied. And Zebu embryo is next to Uberaba. We are already operational and open whenever we can to receive visitors. But today we can do visits through our website, zebuembrio.com. We have the catalog of our donors and our clients, and we can serve you all. I have some news. Now we are implementing a lab. We're going to have the fertilization in vitro in our own lab at Zebu Embryo. That's nice. How nice. And let us know. During this moment we are facing today, I'm sure you are creating and trying to innovate somehow. We know that you do have such view and this trend of seeking technology and innovation. So share with us, what are you preparing for the future? Well, first of all, influenced by you guys, we have a website with 3 languages with all the videos with the cows that are there in the site, and we can serve all clients wherever they are in the world in 3 different languages. We have our operators and our team speaking Portuguese, Spanish, and English, and we are there at your service. Innovation that we have today that we can highlight is our lab, in which we collect osteocytes, and now we are going to have our lab of fertilization in vitro operational. So I believe this was a big innovation for all of us. Of course, and this will be very important, not only for you, but for other countries that will be able to receive the Brazilian genetics with safety, right? Okay, let's do the following. Let's watch your institutional video of Zebu embryo so our audience can get acquainted with this central that is wonderful. Shall we?
Eu sempre criei tudo na vida, cachorrinho, peixe, vaca, cavalo e tal, então eu sempre gostei de fazer seleção genética, esse sempre foi a minha verdadeira paixão. Nós mudamos aqui para a Fazenda Santana e na Fazenda Santana nós encontramos essa beleza que é essa Fazenda Santana de Uberaba, né, para instalar a Zebu embryo. Nós temos uma cocheira espetacular, nós temos os laboratórios feitos ali para funcionar a central de doadoras, que é o qual a Zebu embryo está operando. Tem 70 divisões de pasto em pouco menos de 200 hectares, todos os pastos com água e coxo para suplementação. Nós estamos num lugar muito estratégico. Nós temos São Paulo do lado, nós temos Minas dentro de Minas, a BCZ está aqui do lado, Uberaba é aqui do lado, todo mundo vem aqui atrás de Zebu, é o que a gente comercializa Zebu. Então é com muita satisfação que a gente tem hoje de estar instalado a Zebu embryo aqui nesse local.
Na Zebu embryo temos a ISO 14000, que é uma certificação do meio ambiente e que nos obriga a cuidar com muito respeito dessa interação entre pessoas, animais e propriedade, do que é produzido, do que é reciclado, reutilizado e descartado.
Nossa ideia, quando nós montamos a Zeboembryo há um tempo atrás, era fazer uma coisa onde a gente pudesse atender o nosso cliente em adquirir uma boa genética. Tudo que nós identificamos de melhores animais, melhoradores de todas as raças que nós possuímos dentro das duas empresas, montar aqui dentro da Zeboembryo. Mas para comercializar embriões e exportar, que hoje nós estamos aqui autorizados por alguns países e cada dia mais aumentando o número de países protocolados com o Brasil para a gente fazer essas exportações, nós também hoje recebemos animais de terceiros. Nós somos os proprietários e estamos aqui para receber os clientes. Esse encontro pessoal aqui, nesse lugar lindo, mostrando os animais, comercializando os animais, isso nos ajudou muito a fazer e eu sinto que o cliente gosta bastante. Contudo, também que o agronegócio passou desse um ano para cá, todas as commodities do agro subiu muito, todo mundo está procurando qualidade e o embrião, que é o nosso objetivo principal, é o maior acelerador para que a pessoa consiga fazer um rebanho de qualidade num curto espaço de tempo. Então é com muita satisfação que a gente tem hoje de estar instalado no Zeboembryo aqui nesse local.
Indeed, this center is wonderful. The most important thing is that they take care of their animals with a lot of respect. They respect the environment, they respect the animal welfare and well-being, and this makes a big difference. And we know how to do that in Brazil, and Zeboembryo is a role model. Platon, congratulations for your view, for your vision, for believing in our livestock, and thank you very much for being part of our project, and we wish you success. Thank you very much. Isi, we thank you. We are very glad to be part of Brazilian Cattle and ABCZ. I just want to say that with all this technological advancement, it's important to remember that the owners of Zeboembryo are with our doors open, online or in the future face-to-face. That's the most important thing. We have to customize our service, but not only in terms of technology. We are with our arms open to receive our clients. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you, Platon. That's it. Here in Brazil, we always work with a lot of closeness. This is the Brazilian way of working, is to host people face to face, even though online as we are right now, but talking to you, listening to you, knowing your needs is really one of the most important things to do business and to meet your expectations. Therefore, contact us. We will be really pleased, and our doors are open, online, virtually, or face-to-face soon. Now, another Fazoo Minute for you.
O que significa a sanidade? É o tratamento da saúde desses animais. Então, buscamos métodos, na verdade, de prevenção dessas doenças. Então, não adianta a gente buscar o tratamento de doenças, que nós teremos aí o aumento de mão de obra, de custo, de medicamento, e o objetivo é prevenir, economizando e, consequentemente, diminuindo a incidência de doenças. Bom, temos um exemplo clássico aqui. Nós temos um problema de incidência muito elevada, que na verdade é a papilomatose bovina. É um vírus que ele traz aí um aspecto no animal vinculado basicamente com a formação de uma verruga. Então essa verruga, ela pode vir ocasionando lesão no tecido, incômodo no animal, ela pode vir a ser de graus leves, moderados, até intensos, o que pode também trazer possibilidades de vinculação com outras doenças a partir do depósito de moscas, do depósito de carrapatos e, consequentemente, vir aí, por exemplo, umas doenças como tripanossoma e babesiose na tristeza parasitária bovina. Primeira coisa, separar os animais e evitar o contágio ao máximo. Então, limpeza de instalações, limpeza de coxo, remoção de matéria orgânica. Bom, uma uma vez esses animais separados, o que fazer, né? Então a gente tem várias opções, então tem tratamentos vinculados aí com cloro, com álcool, com formol, enfim, vai fazer aquela relação, entre aspas, aí de queimadura dessa verruga, ou seja, ela se desprende, ela solta. Então cuidado na hora que ela solta e se cai no solo, para não estar também fazendo mais um ponto de transmissão dessa verruga para outros animais. Então a autohemoterapia é um tratamento indicado, muito realizado, onde um animal com papiloma coleta-se esse sangue e faz a inserção ou subcutânea ou intramuscular desses 10 ml de sangue, em que ele ativa a imunidade do animal, trazendo esse cenário de autocura, né? Outra forma de tratamento pode vir também com uma vacina, que a gente chama de vacina autóctone. Então, o que acontece? A gente faz a remoção desses papilomas, né, dessas verrugas, e a partir da remoção dessas verrugas, ocorre em laboratório a inativação desse vírus e a inoculação no próprio rebanho desse vírus já morto, né, já inativado. Então, o que funciona, na verdade? Esse vírus proveniente desta mesma propriedade, ela vai imunizar e tratar a mesma propriedade. Não adianta eu trazer um vírus de outra propriedade para a minha propriedade, que não vai funcionar.
You know that Brazilian Cattle was created in 2003, a partnership of ABCZ with OPEX Brazil. And at that time, 18 years ago, there were some companies that believed in the international work, that supported Brazilian cattle. And with a great honor, I present you today Maxuda. Maxuda was one of these companies. So let's talk to Mr. Alberto Takashi Tixuhato, who will bring a little bit of the history of this family company, very known in our country and several other countries. So, Mr. Alberto, how are you? It's a great pleasure having you here with us. Please tell us the history of Matsuda, this beautiful family history. Hello, Isi. Hello, everyone. Indeed, it's a very interesting story. It is a history of a Japanese immigration. It started with Mr. Sushiro Matsuda. They left Japan with 14 years old. And the most interesting thing is that he left alone. He was a companion of some neighbors because in that time, no couple could come without children. And this history starts like that. And it is a very entrepreneur history with an entrepreneurial spirit. So you arrived in a country with a different culture and you created a company that brings a lot of pride to the Brazilians. Matsuda has been standing out because its grandiosity in terms of people, in terms of technology, and for us who work inside the company, it's a great satisfaction. And Matsuda, as I said, it was founded by a Japanese immigrant, and these concepts, the tradition of the Japanese culture was implemented in Matsuda. I believe this makes the company to be different from other companies within agribusiness. And the greatest advantage of all of that is the reliability it generates to our employees and mainly to our clients. That's great. That's really important. And please share with us, Mr. Alberto. I know that you operate in several fronts. Today, Maxuda works in several segments. So please tell us, where can we find Matsuda today? With no doubts, I believe the greatest portfolio of the company are forage seeds. It was the first product traded by the company. After that, we had the mineral salt. Today, it is the main branch within Matsuda. And today, we are also involved within animal vet with a company called Vets in Jacareí, but the the strength of Vetsia is to outsource. We manufacture products for other companies. We're also involved in the agribusiness with farms. The company has several farms in Mato Grosso do Sul, in the state of São Paulo. And we are also in the real estate segment. And one of the segments that grows the most is the feed for dogs and cats. And the company is innovating all the time, regardless of the industry. We are a very involved group, and this brings reliability and credibility to our friends and clients. How interesting! The entire family is involved in managing the company, and this makes all of you work with dedication, doing your best, and being honored to be part of Matsuda. I'm sure about that. So let's do the following, Mr. Alberto. Let's get to know Matsuda a little bit more through your institutional video. Let's show all this potential in terms of productivity.
The maximum performance in the field is a challenge that modern livestock farming poses and can only be overcome with innovative spirit and technology. The profitability sought comes from the high production of meat and milk, possible through the high precocity of the animals, result of breeding, improvement of the plant genetics, technical and professional mineral supplementation, prebiotics, and of course, good handling with the cattle. This is how we can remain confident, working, helping to keep the wheels of the economy turning, promoting development and progress in this great nation. And on this journey, you are not alone. Matsuda is with you. It has the grit, hope, and strength needed to fight and win. We have been together for 70 years, and we'll move forward like this, towards the 22nd century.
Mr. Alberto, thank you very much and congratulations, not only for a beautiful story of the company, but overall, thank you for relying on us, relying on the project Brazilian Cattle 18 years ago. And today, we hope that the entire world can recognize this fantastic work that makes us so proud. Congratulations to the family and to the team, Matsuda. I thank you. It's a great honor to be able to participate. Since the beginning, I was present, so we thank you. We thank you. I wish you the best of health. See you. Bye-bye. Guys, how nice it is to have partners like Matsuda and several other companies that are so important, bringing amazing histories, family history, history of producing and leading. So we are filled with satisfaction and we have way more to present. Let's continue. That's it, guys. The Brahman in Brazil is also a success, right, João? That's why we'd like to congratulate you for the work developed and thank you. Thank you for being part of our project, Brazilian Cattle, for relying on our work, and we wish the entire world to get to know your genetics. Thank you very much. Easy, I thank you for the opportunity, this partnership, ABCZ with Brazilian Cattle, and also with the agribusiness companies in Brazil helped us a lot. And as I said, you were those who wakened us for this market. And I wish you success and a message for the international market. Believe in the genetics Brazilian Brahman, mainly Brahman Brown. Thank you, João. See you. Bye-bye. Guys, Brazil has quality Brahman, and it is surprising us each day. Everything we test in the breed overcomes our expectations. So the Brazilian Brahman will make a lot of success and increase the productivity of your herd anywhere in the world. The Brahma is one of the most raised breeds globally, and the Brazilian Brahma has been standing out. And now we bring João, responsible for the farm Brahma Braunas, to share a little bit more about the Brazilian Brahma breed. João, welcome to our program Made in Brazil Farm Tour. Good morning. Thank you very much for the invitation to share with you about the Brahma breed. That's nice. We are pleased. And of course, we'd like to know about your history, how you started this ranch. So let us know. Great. Well, the Fazenda Braunas initiated with the Brahma breed in 2008. It used to work with the Swiss dairy breed, and due to the virtues of the Brahma breed, fertility, productivity, and being a benchmark of other countries in the world, we initiating raising the group of Brahma in the farm Braunas, which is located close to Belo Horizonte, the municipality of Funilândia, around 30 to 40 minutes of the international airport, Confins. And then, due to the qualities of the breed for beef cattle, we started to work with the philosophy of producing an identity of the Brahma breed for Brazil, with efficient animals, productive animals, focusing on fertility, maternity abilities, carcass efficiency, with animals raised, most of them almost the same percent in pasture, animals that are not created in pasture, they are only production animals, animals that are challenged to tests. So the cows of Brahma, they are raised in pasture, high quality pastures with excellent management, and this is the identity of the bovine production in Brazil. We cannot get away of that. Let us know about the results you are achieving with the Brahma in the pastures in Brazil. This is really interesting, Isi, because there is no way talking about the history of Brahma in Brazil without mentioning Brahma Braunas. And based on our working philosophy, we seek the certification of the animals and also the guarantee of these genetics being passed to our consumers. That's why we work at the level of the pasture, animals ready to the Brazilian reality. And we have been harvesting a lot of fruits. For example, the group Braun led tournaments with bulls, the BMGZ as an example, Mr. BR 7795 after Mr. BR 7703, and recently with the 1270. So I truly believe in this philosophy and the way we work of creating an identity of the breed to Brazil, and it is functional in the environment it will operate. So we have to take into account the identity of Brazil, tropical climate, pasture, to improve the Brazilian livestock. Well, if these results are so special in our country, I'm sure that in other tropical countries, they will have amazing results as well. So, please tell us, what are the other markets in which you are present and those that you prospect to be?
Do Brahma Braunas através desse vídeo institucional de vocês. Vamos lá.
A Fazenda Braunas seleciona a raça Brahman há quase 15 anos. Consolidou-se como um plantel de qualidade superior, Sempre com avaliações objetivas, disponibilizamos apenas genética que reflita a qualidade da nossa produção e seja capaz de atender aos mais exigentes pecuaristas. Os pilares da nossa seleção são a fertilidade, a habilidade materna e uma carcaça eficiente. Localizado em Funilândia, Minas Gerais, o Brahman Braunas produz com eficiência e sustentabilidade e genética de qualidade inquestionável. Os inúmeros títulos acumulados ao longo dos anos comprovam que a genética Braunas é comprometida com a excelência na criação da raça Brahman. Na Expo Zebu de 2018, conquistamos o cobiçado título de Grande Campeão, com o animal Mr. BR 77 1392. O futuro construímos hoje. Brahman Braunas. Bem-vindos à nossa genética.
Who warned us, and they are helping us for this external demand. And there is something nice as well, which is the Brauna cattle. Through the support of NCP, we have the implementation of genomic variations. So this is part of the evaluations of our cattle. We are pioneers in Brazil and also South America, and we have been very supported to reach international markets such as Bolivia, Paraguay. We are already there. We are with exports, especially seeming exports with the help of centers, and we are seeking to be present in other countries. We are under negotiation with Ecuador. We are negotiating with Costa Rica. So the result of the consistent work with consistent genetics is being recognized internationally. Fantastic. So I'd like to invite you to watch with me a little bit more of the history of Brahma Brauna through your institutional video. Shall we? It was great to have you here once again in our program Made in Brazil Farm Tour. See you later in the talk show. We have a lot of novelties and technical discussions, so do not miss such opportunity. And see you tomorrow once again at the same time, at the same channel of ABCZ TV, sharing with you the most important technologies and innovations of our Zebu livestock. Having you here every day with us is extremely important, is what makes us dedicate ourselves so that you can get to know our best to help your work. And that's Expo Zebu reaching you wherever you are in the world.